Okay, we're good. It's recording, we're streaming. Hello, everyone out there, whether you are on the Zoom with us or you are attending through our Facebook page. Welcome, welcome. We know your time is valuable and we appreciate you tuning in for this jam-packed, concise kind of lunch meetup, roundtable, if you will, on the Juice Plus Complete. So my name is Dr. Allison Benedetto. I am a partner with the Juice Plus Company, also a chiropractor, personal trainer. You will hear from other wonderful women on my team here today, too, as we share some stories and solutions with the Juice Plus Complete. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I just have a few slides for you. Okay, let me move this. It's always the moment. Is it going to work? Yes, thumbs up if you can see that okay. Perfect. All right, wonderful. So again, thank you for joining us. And today we are going to teach you how to shake up your health and take your health routine to the next level by adding in our Juice Plus Complete Protein. So first, we all know we need our fruits and veggies. We need 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. The sad thing is most people only get 1 to 4 servings a day. And if you are an athlete or do a lot of physical activity, you need even more than that 7 to 13 servings. So it's very important to eat the rainbow. That's an easy way to kind of check all those boxes. But as you know, Juice Plus, we have our fruit, vegetable, berry blends, which makes it super easy to get all of these veggies and fruits that we need in a day. But today we are going to talk more specifically about the Juice Plus Complete. But whoever invited you to the call today, you can certainly check back with them and they can give you additional information on our fruit, veggie, and berry blends. But today we are all things complete. So what is the Juice Plus Complete Shake? Well, obviously, it is a great source of protein. And now, what is that protein source? So the complete protein is dairy-free, it's gluten-free, it's whey. So whey is your dairy, free of that. But what the source of the protein are your pea proteins, your rice proteins, and then your soy protein. The soy, though, is water washed, and it is a good quality non-GMO soy protein, which is very important when it comes to a protein shake. So one of the other really great benefits of the Juice Plus Complete, as you can see on the screen there, not only does it have the 13 grams of protein, but it also has fiber. Fiber is huge when it comes to stabilizing your blood sugar, but also for gut health. And if you only take away one thing, one little educational nugget from this, gut health is key to your overall well-being. So the Complete Shake delivers all of that in a super simple package, if you will. It also has broccoli sprouts, radish sprouts, alfalfa sprouts. Those 3 variety of sprouts are great for detoxing hormones from the body, especially our estrogen hormones. So again, another really great benefit to this complete. And I love that it's called complete because it's not just a protein powder. It is really a complete source of nutrition. Now, you can do the complete all by itself, chocolate or vanilla. I love both flavors, but you can also mix it in with your shake. You can add in a ton of other fruits and vegetables, which is yet another way we can hit that 7 to 13 serving mark. You can also make protein balls. You can make protein pancakes. And I'm going to share with you my favorite recipe, and then I'll turn it over to some of my wonderful colleagues here, and they will kind of give you their favorites. Let me go to the next slide here. This is my favorite shake recipe, actually in order that I put it in my my blender cup. I have a Ninja, and I find that the order that you put things in is super important for getting a nice blended shake. And I like mine thicker. So I start with ice, I do water, and then spinach. Frozen banana has to be frozen. I use about 2 ounces, so maybe a third to a half a banana. The vanilla complete, but I do use the chocolate too in this. Avocado. Avocado is the key to making it thick and creamy, and then cinnamon. And so blend it all up. And this is kind of my go-to, like I said, so I'm a chiropractor, but I'm also a personal trainer. And so after I train, I'll have this as a great source of post-workout fuel. I have at least one a day. Sometimes in the evening, I will have this later on as well to kind of curb that sweet tooth cravings. But this is my kind of my go-to. I've been using the Juice Plus Complete for about a year now, and I had been always using different sources of protein powders, but I find that this one for me keeps me fuller longer and gives me a lot of energy. So with that, I'm going to stop my share, and I'm going to turn it over to Andrea. So give me 1 second here. So Andrea is going to kind of tell us about another way that you can use the complete protein. She has her hands full there, but she's going to be with them.
I do. So these are 2 of my 3 boys that I have, and they love the balls. We make the protein balls, energy balls, like every week. We actually just ran out of complete a little bit ago, and these are my last batch. So I had to order them because yeah, they eat a ton. And they're 3, 4, and 5 years old. So they are going all the time. So I don't have a lot of time to make things. And that's why I like these balls, is because they take like 5 minutes. Like they don't take a long time at all. And they help me make them, which is even better, because then they want to eat them. And they really don't know what's in them. Obviously they're little, but I do. And that's what matters. So they take their gummies every day, and then we either have a shake or a Powerball probably almost every day. And I printed off, I'm going to give them, they wanted to eat some balls, and I told them they could eat them on this call. So I'm going to send them in the kitchen to eat them. But I did make a couple here. These are the cookie dough ones, and they literally taste just like cookie dough. They will have like no way of knowing that they're not going to be flattened out and baked into a cookie. So that's what I love. But we have a great cookbook. And the complete one I love. So I printed off like all of our favorites, and I just keep them in the drawer. And I send them to people, if they're like, hey, I'm, kind of bored with my shakes or whatever. I'm like, hey, hold on, energy balls. So our favorite is the peanut butter and jelly, and then the cookie dough. And then the lemon poppy seed one is like delicious, especially for spring. So I'm a chef, so I like to try a lot of new things. But my boys just love them. So that's kind of our favorite way to use the complete.
Awesome. Thank you, Andrea. And yes, Andrea had mentioned there is a complete recipe book. So when you place your order of shakes, that is something that you get as well, and gives you so many ideas. So you don't have to be a chef like Andrea is. You could be just, your regular Joe, and you can whip up some really great things. So thank you, Andrea.
Yeah, thank you.
Jenny, if you are ready to share, we'd love to hear how you use the complete.
Hi, good morning. I have a couple buddies on here, and I appreciate that. Well, I've been eating Juice Plus since my daughter was 2 and she's almost 14. So the challenge is that I have so many, played so much with the recipes. I just absolutely, I'd have to say I'm kind of addicted, but that's hopefully a good thing. I got remarried in 2019, and I don't think my wife was prepared for the fact that when I make our smoothies, I actually almost put the whole kitchen sink and the kitchen sink in there. But I've had to learn to back off. So I like to say that my favorite would be, would be tropical, kind of some type of theme there, and definitely pineapple and mango. I'm not quite as methodical about the timing or the order I'm going to put things in. I appreciate you sharing that. I absolutely agree with you about avocado. I'm a huge Costco fan, because all these other little places that we get small bags of whatever, I don't know. I know a lot of people here from all over the country, but Costco is my go-to place just because of size and cost. But I'll get their already cut and frozen, avocado pieces. A little tip there is that they come pretty hard. So I actually put them in a little plastic baggie and in some hot water just to soften them up. Same thing I do with my frozen strawberries. Fruit doesn't really lose the nutrition when they're frozen like that. It's a flash freeze, so it's real helpful. But we love the tropical blend. And I just want to mention a couple of things we've learned over time. Just like with our children, we have 4 of them, and they're all different. And some are much older than others. They're not that tiny that they need so much support. But anytime they can make it themselves, I agree. But there's some non-negotiables I think that we have found. I know that we always find and read that chia seeds and hemp meal and all of those are incredibly healthful, flax. But spending every day grinding or trying to put those things in a smoothie, spirulina, that takes a lot of time. So even the kids will help me build in like a gallon bag and just create for the week what they might want. Their favorite would be like a strawberry kiwi blend, but we always put at least a handful of blueberries. I go ahead and make this blend of all the powders ahead of time. I mean, it's got every kind of fun chia seed, like I said, flax, cordyceps, things like that, spirulina. And I just literally put like a tablespoon of that in because it doesn't really have any flavor. And the things that we can hide are things like spinach. I honestly, maybe my wife can taste the spinach, but usually it's things like ginger and turmeric and parsley. Those are the things that she's not a fan of in a smoothie, but we all just have to play with that, and figure it out. And I'm not going to force it on anybody, but those are some of the things that are non-negotiables. And even for the kids, that's how we open our Juice Plus capsules at times too. We put them in there. So I'd say dates. Anytime there's a flavor that maybe we don't want, I'll add a little more apple, a little bit more organic lemon. But truthfully, we're kind of all over the place with them. I have, for all these years, I'm just not hungry in the mornings when I have my smoothie. I'm able to, that's probably my main time. Sometimes after a workout, it's a recovery, but it depends on that time of day. I just know my skin and my hair, my energy. And at least I start the day with something nutritious, because I also love to chew food and love to chew really fun food. And sometimes it's not so, my body's not so happy about it, but it's very happy with the smoothie. So a huge fan of the Complete, to say the least, and it's so convenient. And I'm glad I had a couple of friends come on because I shared it with them not very long ago. And I just want them to know there's all kind of things we can do with it. And we don't have to worry about what's in it. And that's probably the best thing, because there's so many products out there. It's just a massive $220 billion business to try to convince us all to add supplements and things like that to our world. But sure. I'm a big fan. So that's a big overview. I could probably talk about it all day.
Thanks.
I'll save you.
And yeah, you brought up a great point. I too will open up my capsules, the fruit, veg, and berry, and put those in my shake as well. So that's for
my 9-year-old. She doesn't want to. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Jenny.
Sure.
Some really great tips there. That's awesome. Karen, are you in a place you could talk?
Right now, right this second, I am.
Oh, you're on.
Hopefully the inspector doesn't come walking through and my dogs go crazy. So I don't know about everybody else watching this Zoom, but I clearly need to step it up with some of the stuff that I add to my smoothies, because I love a lot of my smoothies, and I am such a sweets person that I make like the Reese's peanut butter cup with chocolate and the powdered peanut butter, and I'll add in a little bit of extra stuff. But oh my gosh, you guys are really blowing it out of the water and blowing my mind with this. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this myself. So one of the things, we love our shakes. I started with shakes years ago when I had a personal trainer, and you always hear, oh, you're not getting enough protein. And so he was always turning me on to all these shakes, and I would drink them and my stomach would hurt. I would get bloated, and I was like, this feels terrible. He's like, no, you need the protein. It wasn't until I got started with the Juice Plus shakes a little over 16 years ago that I realized I don't have to feel bloated. I don't have to feel terrible after drinking them. And I realized I probably have a sensitivity to the whey that's in the shakes. And I think a lot of people do, because I've told my story and a lot of people go, oh my gosh, yes, I don't feel good. So not only did I not feel good, but I found out that the whey causes inflammation. So it's actually not good for you. And whey is a pretty cheaply processed protein. So it's not really that great. That's why you'll see, you know, a big jug of whey protein and it can be whatever, like $15, and people think that's a great deal. So you kind of get what you pay for. You want to look at the ingredients on things. And I know the Juice Plus Complete has a nutrition label as opposed to a supplement label. So that's something great to look for also. But besides the shakes, which we are complete maniacs for sure for the shakes, I drink it, you know, every single morning for breakfast. My daughter drinks it every single morning for breakfast going to school. My son usually has it later in the day and then as an evening snack. So he's different. And my daughter, when she was doing competitive gymnastics, she would have a 3 or 4 hour conditioning class and she would bring 2 of those shakes with her for fuel. And she was always the strongest one at the end, winning the competition at the end, because everybody else was bringing Gatorade and pretzels and candy bars and snacking on that stuff. And she was having 2 shakes. So I just love the nutrition in them. And so we love the complete balls. We love our shakes. But one of the things that we are addicted to is overnight oats. So if anybody is like me, I ate oatmeal as a kid. I didn't like it. I used to have to put a ton of brown sugar in it just to eat it. And even as an adult, I was just like, oatmeal's okay, I'll eat it because I know it's healthy for me. But then it was not healthy because I was putting so much brown sugar in it. And then somebody introduced me to overnight oats. And this, you guys, the name of it's called cookie dough. Again, I'm a dessert person. I have a sweet tooth. This is amazing. And it's simply almond milk, unsweetened almond milk. It's oats. It's like, well, in this one, I did 3 servings, but the normal 1 serving thing is for like 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. It's got cinnamon, it's got the vanilla complete powder in there, and it's got nutmeg and a little bit of actual vanilla extract. So super duper healthy, and it tastes like a dessert. My son had, this was full, my son had some of it for breakfast this morning, and there's so many different overnight oats recipes out there as well. And it's so simple, right? You put the ingredients into a mason jar, and you put it in the fridge overnight. And actually, it doesn't even have to be overnight. I think the minimum is like 3 to 4 hours. And then you just shake it up and it's ready to go. Like, it doesn't get any more simple than that. I know some people like it warm. You can actually put this onto the stove and heat it up. We just eat it straight out of the jar. Like, we pour it into a bowl and eat it straight out of the jar. So that's one of our favorites. You know, again, I actually make pancakes with the complete mix. We do a lot of stuff with the complete mix. I love that it's so versatile, but it's so nutritious also.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, overnight oats, I think, and I saw in the chat, that seems to be a crowd pleaser. So thank you for sharing that recipe. And okay, so now we're going to have Precious kind of give us her favorite use of the complete. And I think she's going to, rumor has it, she's going to share with us a secret ingredient that she uses.
Okay, well, I'm just going to share with you guys some tips that I like to do with my shake. In my household, the shake has become a replacement for cereal. So my children eat cereal, used to, every day, and now they do it in a shake because it's simple and it's easy and they can do it themselves without any of my help. But my tips I'm going to show you, which I share with a lot of my friends and family, is that if you have a low power blender, what you just heard about layering and how, you know, the order of operation goes, how important that is. That's very important if you have a low power blender. So what I like to do is, or recommend to do, is put my liquid in first and then turn it on very low and then add the complete powder and then everything else after that. So I'm gonna just show you real quick. It's on low and I just add the complete and then I start layering everything on top of it. Now, if you have a high power blender, which is what this is a Vitamix, it can stir really, really fast and create bubbles. Those bubbles that's in there right there. You could get really gassy if you drink your shake too fast. So if you have a high power blender, I recommend when you make it, then you set it to the side without the top on and let those bubbles just disappear. So then the other thing I like to do, you heard mentioned before, I like to add chia seeds to my shake. Now, they come with a ton of nutritional value, but the reason why I like to add it is because often I use the shake as a meal replacement, and chia seeds help make me full. I get full faster if I put chia seeds in it. The other thing I like to do, I heard mentioned, is I like to add both avocado and bananas. So I pre-sliced my bananas. And then these are just purchased from Walmart, some diced avocados. For me, if you like a really creamy shake, which is what I prefer, these are the two things that you can do to get it creamy. So I believe avocado works best in chocolate to make it creamy. And then bananas is great in either or. And also if you like it thick. So if you do it frozen and you like it creamy, makes me think about what the chocolate complete makes me think of. Remember Wendy's Frosties? That's exactly what it is. Okay, so then the very last thing I want to tell you guys about is an extra added ingredient that I do is there's a period of time where I was, on a health journey, trying to lose weight, and I was doing a lot of running and jump roping, and I got a lot of inflammation on my feet. And so I was doubling up on my Juice Plus Berry Blend because that helps with inflammation. But something that I learned was about an edible flower called borage. And I put it in my salads, in my shakes, and then I even put it inside my water and infuse it. So I grow it on my tower garden. So if you follow me, I'll show you what it looks like. So this here is borage, and it's a flower. It's just starting to bloom. And you can see if you get close up on it there, what it looks like in person. So it'll get a little bigger than this, and then I'll just pluck them off and add them to my shakes. And ever since I've started doing this, doubling up on my JP and adding this to pretty much every meal, the pain that I would normally have on my feet has decreased. And over time, it'll be less and less, and hopefully, eventually, it'll be completely gone. So that is all I have for my shake tips.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you. And we also got a sneak peek of the Tower Garden. So that's wonderful too. I don't know about everybody else on the call, but I am salivating. I am hungry, all of this talk, but it's been wonderful and such great tips. I think we need to take this on the road, ladies, so we can do something with this. But just to respect your time, we'll wrap it up. I wanted to make sure, get back to the person that invited you. They can get you some samples if you're not already taking the complete, or if you're only doing one flavor and you want to try another, definitely reach out. We can get you samples, get you that complete recipe book. But I thank each and every one of you for coming on today. It was really great. I learned so much, and I've been doing this for a bit, so this has been wonderful. So thank you so much, and have a fantastic day. There will be a recording of this. I know Karen is streaming it, so it will be housed in the Facebook page. So that's all for today. Unless I'm missing anything, we're good, ladies. Anything else? Anyone else wants to final comments? We're good. All right, Jenny.
That was awesome. Oh my gosh, you ladies are rock stars.
Yeah, this was fantastic. All right, have a wonderful day. We'll see you all soon.
Thank you. Bye. Have a great day. Thank you.